Christmas, everyone! I'm Caroline and welcome to my Stitch Corner. This is my channel all about cross-stitch and knitting and sewing and all the things crafty and fun that I get up to in my free time. And today is a very special episode because it's Christmas Eve today. I have a lot to show you. I have the last pieces of my Stitchy Advent, I have FFOs, and I have my Christmas dress. So let's get right into it. If I manage to edit it correctly, you will have seen me a little bit in my dress already. But let me talk you through it quickly before we get into cross stitch. So yeah, I got it done. It's finished and I'm so happy with my dress. I actually finished it a week ago on Sunday because I was determined to do so because I wanted to ready to work on Monday. And you have only so many opportunities to wear a Christmas dress to work, so I had to use them. I mean, I probably could still wear it in winter time. It would be too warm for summer, but we will see. For now, it's Christmas. Yeah, so the dress that I made is the Shiver Knee dress by LostInStitches, and it is not a very beginner dress, I would say, because it has a lot of details. So I made the dress in this wonderful Christmassy plaid fabric, and it is a rayon and poly blend, so it's washable, it is fully lined. So it has some pin tags going down there. It has this very nice pleated sleeves, is the right word. It has a button in the front and a zipper in the back. It has pockets. Of course it has pockets. Every dress needs pockets. It has a waistband that you can tie. I feel like mine is a little bit too long. If I did this again, I would probably make the waistband just, I don't know, 5 inches shorter or something. Yeah, I love it. It fits perfectly. It's super, super comfy. It's warm, but not too warm. I did a lot of pattern matching with the plaid. I really, really tried hard to have the plaid match up on all seams. I managed for like 99% on the horizontal seams. On the vertical seams it just was not possible to do it because of fabric usage. I would have needed probably double the amount of fabric to do that. Yeah, but there's the waistband and it's a little bit bunched up in my waist, so that's fine. Yeah, I love it. I have the perfect shoes for it as well, but of course I forgot them in the office last week. So I have, just imagine the dress with dark green heels with a little bow on the front. Yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I will wear this today for our Christmas Eve plans. We will go to my parents-in-law and have raclette there and just have a very, very casual, nice evening. And we will bring our cat, which we have never done before. So that's going to be, yeah, a fun twist on Christmas. And then tomorrow morning I will drive to my parents and stay there for 2 days. It's about a 1-hour drive, and we will have nice food and play some games and just relax, and I will take my stitching and knitting there. So yeah, and then it's back to work on Wednesday, but we're not thinking about that today. Yeah, so that's all dress-wise and Christmas related for now, and let's get on to cross stitch, shall we? Before we get into my new starts for Stitchy Advent, I have 3 fully finishes from my previous starts from the last 3 weeks that I need and want to show you. This is the first FFO that I did. This is called Merry Christmas. It's by Emma Congdon of Stitchrovia, and it was in a not just cross stitch, I think the World of Cross Stitch magazine. If you want to know any issues of any magazine charts or any information that I failed to mention here, please contact me, write it in the comments down below, write me an email or on Instagram, and I will gladly look it up for you, but I don't have it memorized. So yeah, this is very cute. I stitched it when I was visiting my parents earlier in December, and my mom said that she really loved it, so I will be giving this to her tomorrow. I finished it in this light blue hoop, and it already had that hanger on there, and I just put some felt in the back. I watched some tutorials. The felt is a little bit thick for my liking, but yeah, it will go on a wall anyway. And I put a bow here and the same ribbon here because the hoop is not the best quality and the plastic is a little bit roughed up where the hanger is drilled into it. So yeah, very cute. This is stitched on a, I think it was a 32 count even width by Zweigart. Yeah, super sweet. Then the next FFO is this one. So was it last week or the week before, I told you that I wanted to finish stitching that and to have it as an ornament by Christmas, and I finished it on Friday. I fully finished it on Friday and finished stitching it on Friday. So this is Blizzard Buddies by Blue Ribbon Designs. It was in a Just Cross Stitch magazine, I think 2016 issue. And yeah, it's a super sweet pattern. I was determined to finish this Thursday night, and I did not do it. I finished it early Friday because the snowflakes down here are over 1. And it is a 32 count linen, so it wasn't the problem to stitch them over 1, but the pattern told me to stitch them with 2 threads over 1 on, and it was even charted for 40 count. And I started with this one, and it was such a struggle that I decided to do the other ones with just 1 strand. But then I had to do 1 snowflake on that side with 2 strands as well to have it balanced. And yeah, I was glad to have them done. They do show up really nice on camera, but doing them on that fabric in the early morning, yeah, not my favorite. But I love how it turned out. I finished it as a flat ornament. I have this fabric at the back which I thought fit perfectly, and just some cording I bought at the corners. Yeah, it's my first ever flat finished ornament. It's not perfect, but it does the job. And then lastly, I finished this. It's so cute. After I had some struggles with the flat finishing of the other one, I decided to make this into a little pillow because it's just so much easier to just sew some seams and fill it than hot gluing that cardboard stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so it's the same fabric as the other one. It's a 32 count opalescent natural by Zweigart. Yeah, I did a DMC conversion. This is mine by Brittercup Designs, also from a Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. And I just did the invisible closure, which really went nicely. You cannot even see it. The backing fabric is this super sweet green one that I made my failed Christmas dress of last year's out of. I'm still debating if I want to add a little bit of twine at the edges and make a hanger. But I asked on Instagram, would you add that with hot glue or sew it on? But how would I sew it on? With just like tiny stitches, probably. So I haven't decided about that yet. I don't know if I will leave that into next year's Christmas. But it's cute. Oh, very, very cute. I'm always a little bit hesitant to just keep the video rolling, so I start and stop after each section, kind of. I don't know if it's necessary, but yeah, it's a little bit more work in editing, I think, but I have smaller chunks of video and I can redo them if I need to. And I had to redo the intro for like 3 times today. What a while. It's not what you're here for, right? You're here for cross stitch. So we're starting with Sunday last week, which is technically still on last week's video, but as I told you, Celestial was not working out for me and that fabric I was using. If you want to hear the whole story and haven't watched my last video, yeah, it's in there. So I put that on the back burner for now, and I ordered some gorgeous fabric options for from Barbara Creations, I think. She's in Europe as well, and I should get those in the next week. Start that piece in January. But I wanted to start something else instead on last Sunday. So I decided to restart my Christmas Quaker that I had to abandon earlier this year. I still have, I have cut that out as a reminder. Maybe I'll make like a Christmas card out of it with this, to see for Christmas and for Caroline. I could do that. We'll see. For now it's in there as a memory. And I restarted that on Sunday. I started it in the corner so that I wouldn't go wrong this time. And that's all I have. It's a tiny start, but I had started the other one. I had to finish that dress on Sunday. So I just had time for 1 strand of red and 1 strand of the light green. I'm stitching this on 32 count Opalescent Natural, and I want to do a lot of my Christmas pieces in the same fabric. I have a ton of it still, and leftovers from what I cut out. And yeah, so that my Christmas decorations will all match like that. And I'm doing this with my own color conversion, with Weeks Dye Works, Classic Colorworks, and some Petit Treasure Braid gold that's not on there yet. So yeah, tiny restart. And I have it in this Christmassy project bag I made, and there's that fabric again from the little pillow. Oh, and I did not cut up my Gone Wrong Christmas dress from last year. I just had a little ton of leftover. Just if you were wondering. On Monday I started my very, very first Barbara Anna, which is weird because I love her and I haven't started anything yet. Not yet. Before. I think before is the right word. This is what I picked. It's a little bit crinkly, but I think you can see. This is called Christmas Window by Barbara Anna, and it is from the 2022 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I am doing this on a 36 count Ocean Air linen by Fox and Rabbit with the cold for DMC. Yeah, that's that. And this is my progress. I need a board that I don't have with me. So yeah. I have the house. I have some stars on top that don't show up very well on camera because of the white and blue, but it's fine in person. Yeah. Very cute start. Then next up, I put that into this springy project bag that I made, and I haven't had anything in there before. I found these and they're just too cute. I'm doing, for now, Spring Hare Etching by Hard in Hand Needle Art. I'm always wanting to say hands-on design, but that's... I always mix them up. Yeah. So I started with that one, but there are 4 seasons, and all 4 seasons were in the 2020 issues of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. She has released all of them in one bundle since then that you can get, but you can also still get the back issues of the magazine. So this is spring that I started with. Then we have summer. And I especially love this because in my last name, apart from my last name, is the word fish. I won't tell you the whole name, but there's fish in there. Then we have autumn owls. Oh, cute! And we have winter cardinal. Oh, the handsome. So, I am stitching this on this mess. This is what I have so far. You have to be careful not to show you the pattern there. Yeah, this is what I have so far. This is a band. This is a linen band, so it has those edges. It comes out to be about a 28 count, approximately. I counted it, and it's in a natural white, and I just bought this very, very cheaply at like a fabric discount shop here in Austria. So I think I got 2 meters for €4 or something. And I mean, it's a little bit stiff, but it's super nice to stitch on. And it's my start of the hair and a little bit of the flower. So I want to stitch all 4 seasons just going down and then cut it and make like a hanging. And I have a ton of, oh, it's a mess, sorry. A ton of variegated floss for that. So the main color that appears in all 4 seasons, and that is in the hair as well, is called Sticks and Twigs by Classic Colorworks. So, yeah, no, it's focusing. So I got that one. And then for the rest, I just looked into my stash. So for the spring one and for the, I'm blanking, pink, yeah, pink. This is Old Rose by Valdani. It's a cotton, not a silk one. And I have different ones for each season. I'm very curious to see how it will turn out with my own color conversion from stash, and it's a lot of variegation in there. So, yeah. That's that one. Wednesday. Oh, another one of my favorites. I mean, I love all of them, but I found this in Just Cross Stitch magazine. What was it? 2007 or something? And it's called Austrian I. And I mean, I'm from Austria and live in Austria. How often do you see that? Like, never. I mean, she's a French designer. It's Austrian I by Joël Jeanmaître of Bleu de Chine. And I'm doing the bigger one. So it's the same chart, and for this it's done over 2, and for this it's done over 1. Yeah. Very nice. And that's my start. Look at that. If you see this, you can probably already tell the floss I'm using. I'm using a little bit of a... what is it? Messy. Let's just call it messy. DMC 115. It's not focusing, of course. It's that very, very beautiful red variegated that a lot of people are using. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count linen in vintage Dune. I think It's called something different in the US, but it's that creamy, modeled, printed swagger. And yeah, I love how this is turning out. When I was doing this, my husband said that this was his favorite so far. I'm just using the 115 as it comes out of the skein. I'm not doing anything special, fussy cutting, no. And the thing with this is, I was talking about doing my own Austrian sampler one day out of my old sampler books that I have. And this is like my fabric and floss test run. So if this turns out nicely, I will use that combination and then I can hang both next to each other. And for my sampler, I was overwhelmed. Where do I start? How do I compose it? And now I think I will just do like a long and skinny band sampler so I can repeat motifs and then do another one and don't have to think about it and just go until the fabric's done at the end, or if I don't want anymore. Yeah, I'm rambling. I'm rambling as if I haven't talked to anyone the whole week. Have I? I have. Oh my, oh my. Okay, next. On Thursday, I have been waiting for this chart for the whole Advent, and it showed up on like almost the last possible day. I have two of them in there. This is my Christmassy project bag with this cute houses. So I have First Day of Christmas and Second Day of Christmas by Hello from Berlin's Mathews in my Advent this year. Eventually, as so many other people, I want to do all 12 of them. I think there's 9 out right now. But you have to start somewhere, right? So I have both of them in there. I will show you both. The first one came up on Thursday and the second one came up on Saturday. This is the First Day of Christmas that I started on Thursday. Partridge in a pear tree, or is it and a pear tree? I never know. Oh well. This is my start. Of the First Day of Christmas. We have a little bit of border, we have a pear, and we have a very, very cute needle minder I made. I don't know if you can read this. It says, only cried a little, yay! So fun. Yeah, I am stitching the whole series on a 36 count linen in Natural White by Swibert. And I'm doing them separately because I don't want to commit to a huge piece of fabric. I want to be able to jump around on days if I want to. I think I will do like a complete fully finish, but I guess we will talk about that in 20 years, so stay tuned for that. I'm doing all the called for DMC, so it's charted in NPIs, but nope. And the thing is, I like DMC, but what I don't like, and Second Day has this as well, so the border is 310. Fine. But why do a little stars in 310? It's just too stark. So my plan is to just do the whole thing and then decide the color I want the stars to be in. Maybe in like a light blue or something from the Second Day. Just something that, yeah, is not so much contrast. Those are the colors. Maybe I will just pick something from there. I mean, this one would be nice, probably, maybe. Yeah. So that's the First Day of Christmas. And then, yesterday, I got the Second Day of Christmas. 2 Turtle Doves. As I said, it's the same fabric. There's a little bit of different flosses in there. Yeah, that's the flosses. And that's my start. It's smaller than the other one, but we did our Christmas cleaning yesterday. So So I have the border, and this is basically 1/4 of the design. So that's the middle here, and that's the middle here, and we have the head of a dove and the leaf. And here again, snowflakes in black. Hi. So I have, for this one, I have the blue one. It might be nice. Maybe I will do the blue one for all of the background thingies. I will just do them at the end, but yeah, why have black snowflakes? Still have to show you Friday. Friday, I had the day off. I woke up really early because I couldn't sleep anymore, and I had a lot of time for stitching that day. And on Friday, so now I don't have the chart here anymore. I will put it here if I don't forget. I did the Needlebook tree out of the Gift of Stitching magazine. I think it was a 2007 issues. And it is by Follow the Leader design, which you cannot find online anymore. And I have to say I'm not a fan of that name anyways. But I have stitched this on 32 count linen in a little sampler collection by Nicholas Flamel design. And I stitched it with Spinach by Classic Colorworks. And that's my tree. This is it's a staff, a start and finish. I started this on Friday, I think it's 7 a.m. and finished it at like 11, and it didn't stitch the whole time, so it was really quick. And the special thing about the tree, if you can see, it's all specialty stitches in there. There's road stitch and Austrian eyelets and satin stitch and rice stitch and Smyrna crosses and stuff. And it turned out really, really lovely. Look how tiny this is. And I love how this turned out, and it's so dainty and cute, but it looks nothing like the picture in the magazine. The stitches look different there and much thicker. I mean, I like this one better, don't get me wrong, but I did it exactly like the pattern called. Yeah. No idea what happened there, but it's a finish. It's a finish. And then we come to today. My big Christmas Eve start. My exciting start that I didn't want to tell you about for weeks because I was waiting on the pattern. What am I talking about? I am talking about the Biedermeier sampler by Gigi. That pattern gave me gray hair, let me tell you. Or not the pattern, but the process of getting it. I saw this on Shiloh's X-Stitch MD's channel, November 22nd. Ordered it from 1 to Free Stitch the same day. 1 to Free Stitch was the only place I was able to get it that would ship to where I am. And I got it December 21st. Oh my god, it took so long to ship to me, and then it was finally here and through customs, and then my postman somehow left me a note that I could get it at the post office because I had to pay customs. And but it wasn't there when I went there, and the lady said, maybe he's still on his way, but it was the next day, so I was so stressed about this. But I finally had it in my hands on the first day and started kitting it up on the first day. So before we get into it, can you tell I'm excited? This one, I mean, it looks gorgeous in the picture, but I think it will be even more amazing stitched up. So this is the antique that's on the front here. I am doing a stitch along with Shiloh from X-Stitch MD for this. So she's starting this today as well. Is it the 24th where she is already? I think it's the early morning right now. if you want to join, if you have this, if you can get your hands on this thing, the hashtag is Biedermeier SL, so simple. And yeah, I even made a special project bag for that. This is the bag. How cute is this? Oh, very, very cute. And the front, my logo on there. Yeah, I put the zipper in backward, so I prefer to open it to the other side, but that's fine. So when I saw this, I knew that I wanted to stitch it, but I also knew that I didn't want to stitch it in a call for colors because that's not my colors. So I was debating not blacks, browns or blues. All starting with a B. And I was undecided, and then asked you guys in my last video, and thank you so much for your input, because I think a few of you said why not combine the two, and I would have never thought of that. So I have, as a fabric, I have a 40 count vintage country mocha, and you can see a little bit of my stocking. And I went through my DMC stash and just picked colors and had a lot of fun, yeah, with that. So I have 10 shades of blue and 10 shades of brown, and it just happened like that. I didn't count them beforehand or anything. And look at that. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? I think this is going to be so pretty, and it will fit perfectly in my sewing room as well when it's done in, oh my god, who knows when. If you want to have the information on what colors those are, look at that. Yeah, just send me a message, an email, and I'll be happy to tell you what DMC colors I picked. But I don't know yet what color I will use for which band or which alphabet. I will just go and use what I'm in the mood for. I started this morning, and this is where I am. So the black thingies are, this is the middle and the end of the second page, and this is the end of the first page, and I did that because there is a tiny repeat border, and I didn't want to count to, like, what is it, 30 or something. Yeah, so I will take that out once I have the first row of alphabet in there. I started this on the border with 3865. No, 3862. 3865, yeah. So that one. I wanted the border that's visible but not too in your face. So yeah, that's the border, and I'm just starting on that motif now. And do I know which color I will use for the first row of alphabets? No. I will probably do a blue, but other than that, that's it. I love this already. This is one of my favorites right now. I mean, I hyped it up for more than a month. Yeah. So I think Shiloh is doing the code for DMC, and I know that she's doing it on a creamy 46 count. So head over to her Instagram probably. I don't know where she will be posting this and when she will be posting on YouTube the next time, but yeah, I'm excited to see hers and how hers are going to grow and look at the end. Yeah. That's it. That was my 24th start of Stitchy Advent 2023. What will I do tomorrow morning? Probably stitch on my Biedermeier sample, I guess. But that takes me perfectly into plans. So, what plans do I have? My stitchy advent was kind of instead of 12 by 12 because I could not imagine starting 12 things in 12 hours. So at first I said I would not do 12 by 12. But now I have seen and heard so many people talk about their 12 by 12 plans that I think I'm gonna miss out if I don't do it. Yeah, but I'm doing my own spin. I will not do new starts. I'm good on new starts, at least for a little while. I will have a new start and some starts in the future, but not 12 in a day. So my plan is to touch 12 of my whips by 12 o'clock, so midnight, December 31st. I heard a lot of people talking about doing 12 by 12 with whips. So that's what I'm going to do as well. But I'm going to change it up a little bit more. So I want to touch my 12 whips. But I'm giving myself 2 days. So in the 2 days of December 30th to December 31st, so Saturday and Sunday, I want to work on 12 whips that I picked in that time. So I don't have only like 1 hour or a short period of time because I want to be more flexible than that. And if I want to go to bed by 10 on New Year's Eve, I want to be able to do that. So the 12 whips I picked, I will show you quickly some how the finished pieces are going to look, so the cover pictures, because you will see them in my whip parade anyways. I will work on Fruits of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery, Albatrosses by Cute Patterns by Maria, and there's only backstitch left on that. So I won't be able to finish that on that weekend, but that backstitch is tedious. So little progress at a time. I have, of course, to take out my Lettre Carmin again and work on that for a little bit. Then we have Summer Quaker by Lila Studio. And this one I haven't touched in, months, I think. And I am planning to start Spring Quaker next year in spring with a little bit of a color conversion, but more on that in another video. I'm also going to start Autumn Quaker, and this is just released in PDF if you want to get it in PDF. She has it on her Etsy now. So Summer Quaker. Then we have Shadowline, Little Tuscany. Touch that for a little bit. Then my sad Henna Mandala by Ink Circles. I have only like 2 threads in there, I think. So I want to touch that one. Then there's Athena by Carolyn Manning, which is a stitch that I will probably do in the mornings or evenings because it's super easy and not very hard on my eyes. Then there's Caroline Amelia Trowel that I started from a Stitchy Advent December 3rd, but yeah, it's like 3 weeks ago now. Wintertown Sampler by Jenny van der Wiele will be touched. Christmas Quaker will be touched again and maybe finish that green motif. I will also touch Dutch wonderful Dutch Beauty and get a little bit more progress on that one. And last but not least, of course, there has to be the Biedermeier sample in there as well. So yeah, other than that, last week I told you that I will be starting the Modern Folk Embroidery sale on January 1st. The note time, like the present, I think it's called. And then sometime in the beginning of January, I will attempt again to do a temperature chart that I fell off the bandwagon last year. The problem last year was that I started too late in the year. I picked a fabric that I did not like, and I picked a motif for each month that was too complicated. So this time I'm doing a simpler one. I have two I'm still debating. Yeah, so you will see that in January. Before we get to haul and my giveaway, I just want to quickly talk or tell you about my Flosstube plans. So there will be, I hope there will be maybe parade next weekend, and I want to do a finish parade and a plans video in one also next weekend. So my plan is to film both of those on the 30th and then post one on the Saturday and one on Monday probably. So keep an eye out for that. I will be back to regular Flosstubes in January. Haven't decided yet when that will be, but I will let you know. And I was thinking about some other videos I could do. Are you interested in a craft room tour of this lovely space? I could film one of those if you want and show you all my storage and all my goodies in that words today in my storage over there. I cannot think of the name. Closet. Sorry. I haven't had any eggnog, I promise. So yeah, that's have my haul basket here again. So I got 2 orders in. One was the infamous 1, 2, 3 stitch one, and one was an order from Casa Janina, my go-to for quick supplies. And in that one, now I have to think what was in there, in which one. So Casa Janina has a sale going on for the whole of December, so I had to. Sorry for that. Yeah, use that, and there will be one more order going out today, I think. But yeah, let's start with what I have in my hands. I purchased one of those DMC shade cards with the floss in there, and I haven't used it for my Biedermeier sample because I was just picking the colors I liked that I had, but for color conversions or other things I think this will be very handy, and it's just very nice to look at as well. So that's that. Floss, also floss. I purchased a tiny cone of doom. It's just in 310. It's just a small one with 100 grams. Oh my god. I was doing the math and I was like, okay, it's 100 meters and that's the price, but isn't it more expensive than if I would just purchase like 15 skeins of DMC? And it's really only 15. No, it's 100 grams. It's 425 meters. And I will not do the math on how many scans it is, but they had this on sale. I thought about getting the big 500 gram one, the wheel cone of doom, but that one was out of stock. So I have this one for now. A little stash of pretend in front of my Christmas tree. What was in there? I think, now I'm confused. That one was in there. So this is Magic Garden Sampler by Shakespeare's Peddler. And I saw this and this is so cute, and I want to stitch this for my mom-in-law for her next birthday because she's an avid gardener and I think she will love this. The thing with this one, the cover photo is atrocious. I don't know if you can tell. The photo on the internet was so nice, so that's why I purchased it. The cover photo is atrocious and the pattern inside is just such a bad copy. I mean, you don't have to do fancy booklets, but just give me a nice copy. And isn't available as a PDF either, so I'm really disappointed in that. I will, of course, stitch this and yeah, but the quality of that copy in there, very disappointed. And then I also got this one because it was on sale. And you can always use this, I guess. This is the Ultimate Sampler Motif Source Book by the Sampler Company. Brenda Keys. Who talked about this? Was it Everyday Stitcher? Sharon, was it you? Sharon? Oh, I hope it. Sharon popped into my mind. Sorry. Don't talk if you don't know what you're saying, Caroline. Yeah, I got this. There is a ton of motifs and alphabets, and if I want to change something out, I thought this would be nice to have. And then there's one more thing from Casa Giannina. It's a Prairie Schooler. Oh, cute, cute, cute. It's Rabbit Run. This is so fun. I don't know if I would do all of them or the big one or just some motifs out of there. But it's a lovely spring Easter stitch, I think. So that's my Casa Giannina order. And as I said, I'm planning to do one more today probably because they have 20% off of Fancy Floss as well. And if I do that now, the flosses are cheaper than on 1 to 3 Stitch and I don't have to pay customs. So yeah, very good. Next, 1 to 3 Stitch. I got a Biedermeier sampler I have been talking about for too long. And I got this one just in time for the new year. The 2024 Book of Days. I have some stickers as well to go with this. And yeah, I just had to jump onto the trend. What I'm planning to do with this is not track what I'm stitching each day because I do that on my Notion. But what I want to do, I've stickered up generally a little bit already, is use this for my Flosstube planning. So write down when I want to post a video, which video that will be, when I have to film, any information on Flosstubers I watched or orders I have, so that I don't have to go through that each time. So that's my plans for that one. Then I got another Prairie Schooler. Happy Christmas. I will not start this season, but it's so nice with the black background as well. So that one. Then let's do the most exciting ones last, shall we? Oh, was this one in my closet? I don't know, in one of those two. This is Back to the Grind by Silver Creek Samplers. I love their charts. They're quirky and fun. And this one I want to stitch and hang on top of our coffee corner. Then I shopped the sale like crazy. Seasons of Change Row by Bent Creek. And this one is super cute as well. Next up, I wanted to finally get a chart from Teresa Kogut. And I have been admiring this one forever, and now it jumped into my 1 to 3 Stitch card. It is with die hands. The colors, the design, little sneeze break there, and I used the opportunity to change the batteries from my camera as well. So I was talking about that chart by Teresa Kogut. I love that she is using Fancy Floss, but not exclusively, and she's using it so that it makes a difference in chart and these small pieces there. It's just DMC. So yeah, and that, on the contrary to that Shakespeare's Peddler chart, I mean, it's a whole booklet. It's a wonderful quality. There's a story around the thing. It's in full color. The quality is perfect. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but I will use this for hours and hours and hours. So Yeah, that's that one. And then, sorry, I got a chart that I have been admiring for months now. I saw this first sometime in the summertime, and it was always sold out at Casa Cianina, and it was available on 123stitch, and I will start this next year. Soon. Very, very soon. It's Parchment Tapestry by Rosewood Manor. And I'm just in love with those motifs and the geometric border and the colors. I saw it stitched up in the Called For Fancy Floss, and it's even more gorgeous than on here. I am not sure yet if I will do the alphabet as well, or if I will leave that out. I will probably leave that out for symmetry reasons, because I love how the symmetry of this. This one is all in Fancy Flosses. I think it's all Weeks Dye Works. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. But for this one, I think it's worth it. I don't know. I just saw the finished piece and was in love. And that's the Fancy Floss I'm planning on ordering on sale. I don't know yet what fabric I'm doing this one on, but I have one that I purchased from 123stitch as well. That could be great. But back to that one just for a moment. Gorgeous, one of my favorites. And I also got two fabrics because I think they were on sale. Were they? Must have been. The first one is Fiber on a Whim, 40 count Newcastle linen in cream and sugar. A lot of people talk about this. It's just a very, very light neutral. Most of you probably know cream and sugar, and I think that Parchment Tapestry would look great on that one. And then I got a random blue one. I don't think with anything in mind, but I don't know. This is Picture This Plus 36 count Mirage, an 8th, fat 8th. Picture This Plus really knows how to dye, I think. I mean, most of them do, but very, very pretty and modeled. So yeah, that's my haul. There are a few packages on the way to me. There is my Fabric of the Month by XQ Design. There is my fabrics that I purchased from Barbara Creations for my Celestial sampler. And there's the CXC threads. Oh, and one more 123stitch order that I placed on Black Friday. So yeah, that's still on its way. Okay, I quickly want to mention two Flosstubers before we get into the giveaway, okay? So I want to mention two that I haven't mentioned before. One of them is Laura by I Am a Stitch Nerd. I found her through her whip parade, and she has Carolyn Amelia Trowell on the thumbnail. And finally I saw someone stitching that. And yeah, she's super lovely and chill, and I like her attitude, I like her accent. So I am a subscriber now. And I also, and yes, I haven't watched her before, I watched LostInStitches. You probably all know her already, but if you don't, go check her out. She has wonderful Flosstube videos, and she has an Etsy store with a lot of cute patterns in there as well. So yeah, now on to the giveaway part, the last giveaway for Stitchy Advent, and also the winner of last week. For last week's giveaway, I made this cute springy project bag with some ballpoint needles in there, and there were also 3 magazines. All of them are spring themed, so the keyword for that giveaway was spring. And I did the comment picker and the comments, and the subscriber that won for that is Yoda Fat Kitty. I have seen you commenting on a lot of my videos, so thank you so much. And please reach out to me on Instagram or via email so that I can get these out to you as soon as I hear from you and can reach the post office. And now on to this week's giveaway. The rules for the giveaway are the same as each week. Please be a subscriber and leave a comment with a keyword I will tell you later. You have to be over 18 so that I can ship this out to you and ask for your address. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm blanking. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, it's available and open worldwide, so I will ship anywhere. Words. Okay. For this one, I made a project bag yesterday, and I think this is my favorite project bag I ever made. I'm very, very jealous of whoever is getting this because it turned out so cute. This is the project bag. Again, it's a little bit smaller than your standard project bag so that I can fit this in an envelope I used to ship. This is the front. This is the fabric I used for the project bag for Caroline Emilia Trowell. And this is a Styrian folk fabric that is used for dirndls down there. The bag is basically the same as the front, but it has my logo on there. I can use that as the front as well. It really doesn't matter. And this one, I did the zipper on top, and yeah, it's nice to have it here, but those are so much easier to sew and to put things into. So yeah, it's a nice zipper that matches. And the inside, are you prepared for cuteness overload? I found that fabric in a fabric store on sale, and oh my god, it has mice and deer, and there's some hedgehogs in there, some bunnies, and oh, it's so cute. I hope you like it as well. That's the project bag. And with that project bag, you will get one more of those magazines. It's the Christmas issue, December 2000. And because it's Christmas Eve today, I picked out a kit for you. So this is a Dimensions kit. It is Snow Bear's stocking. How cute is that, the kit? Oh my god. The bear. Look at that bear. Oh, there. Is he sleeping? Is he playing with the ball? You will never know. I have opened this, so the packaging is a little bit roughed up, but I have not used it. It comes with all the kit ingredients. Whatever. Pieces. It has the fabric, the floss, the needle, and even the red wool for the hanger. So yeah, I will give that away to one of you, and the magazine and the project bag. And because when I think about that kit and the project bag, the first thing that comes to mind is cute. The keyword for this week's giveaway is going to be cute. C-U-T-E. So if you want to win this, please leave a comment with that keyword, and I will draw the winner in my, I don't know, I think I will draw it in my finish and plans video, not in my whip parade, because the whip parade is going to be super long anyways. So keep an eye out for my finish parade and 2024 plans to see who will be the winner for this. And you will have 1 week to write a comment and enter. So yeah, yay, that's it. That's it, giveaway wise and cross stitch wise. before I will leave you to your Christmas festivities, or if you watch this after Christmas, to your day, I have a little bit of knitting to share. I did not do a lot of knitting. I did almost do no knitting in the last week because of all the cross stitch and sewing and stuff. But I want to show you my Celtic Myth shawl that I am doing. If I can get it out of the project bag. I'm doing it with that fingering weight gorgeous wool. And if you hear that in the background, I apologize, but my husband, I don't even know what he's doing right now. Like, probably doing something with his 3D printer. I don't know. Okay, but this is how far I am. It's going to be a triangle shawl, and as you can see, this is has a long way to go. And if I don't make plans for this, it will not be done by the end of this winter. So this has a 4-row repeat, and my plan is to do a 4-row, one of those repeats each day. And of course they're getting longer and longer because you're increasing stitches. So maybe coming to the end of it, I will do only half of a repeat a day. But at least from now on until the end of the year, I want to do 1 repeat each day. Let me check. I am sitting at 13 repeats right now, and I did the math and I have to do 32. So if I do, today's the 20, I mean, it's even, oh my god. If I do 1 repeat each day until the end of the year, I will sit at 20 and have 12 to go. And if I can do those 12 in January, that would be great. So yeah, that's that for my Celtic Myth. And with that plans, there's something else coming into it that might bust my plans, but yeah, you have to make plans at least. So I think I mentioned it in one of my Flosstubes already, but I'm planning to take part in this week's, I mean it's this week, yeah, but this year's Knit Along by West Knits. I was in Amsterdam in the Stephen and Penelope yarn shop in November, and I picked out 5 yarns that I want to use for that. So the Knit Along is the glittering snowscape shawl this year, and it starts the day after tomorrow, December 26th. And I picked out 5 yarns, and I have wound them already, and I did not do the best job of winding because of a thing that I will not get into today, but the future video. I think these are my colors. Very nice. So yeah, they're all but 1 Life in the Long Grass yarns. If you want to know which ones, I'll be happy to share that, but probably not today because this video is very long already. All of them are fingering weight, and I will start that day after tomorrow. So yeah, that's why I don't know how far I will get with my Celtic Myths, but that's that. And that's my knitting plans. And that's my video. So, like each week, I mean, I filmed it once a week, and I feel like I have to rein myself in not to have this 2 hours long. How is this possible? But I will wrap this up for today and for this Advent. This will be my last regular video for this year. As I said, there will be 2 Flosstube extras next weekend. Yeah, thank you so much if you watched my video in a very busy time. to stuck until the end because, yeah, it's going to be long. I know that already. But I hope that I could keep you company while you stitched or did some Christmas preparations. And now my husband is vacuuming. Okay, I had to make a cut here. The vacuum my husband did was just too obnoxious and loud. I hope he's done for now. I mean, he's vacuuming his mess he makes at his craft spot, not the whole apartment. Just so you know. Thank you so much for being here, for watching my video. I wish you a very happy Christmas and wonderful time between the years next week. I hope you can get some downtime in there. I hope you have a lovely day today and tomorrow, and that you have lots of good food, lots of good conversations, and I will see you next time. Bye!